Millions of Americans are in the grips of a huge winter storm that could bring the heaviest snowfall and coldest temperatures in over a decade. Thousands of flights are delayed or cancelled in the US as we speak, with St. Louis and Missouri the worst hit airport. In fact, I must inform you that this polar vortex has brought frigid weather down from the Arctic, with extreme weather conditions accompanying it. Kansas and Missouri are under blizzard warnings with whiteout conditions forecast, and a state of emergency has been imposed meanwhile in the states of Kentucky, Virginia, West Virginia, Kansas, Arkansas, and Missouri. Well, for further clarity, we have with us live from Washington, D.C. at the moment, Ray Locker joining us. Ray, thanks so much as always for making time for us. How severe is this storm compared to recent winter weather events, and what areas are expected to be the most impacted?
Well, it's mostly hitting the Great Plains states, moving eastward in kind of this belt along the lower Midwest, northern and southern states. I include District of Columbia and Northern Virginia in that. These are areas that get some snow, but not a lot of snow, and not usually in this amount.
Ray, from businesses to schools to local economies, what kind of short-term economic impacts might this storm have, especially in the states that you're mentioning are most affected?
Well, it's going to knock out a lot of air travel for at least a day. It depends on how well the airports are able to clear the snow from their runways and handle any kind of navigational issues. I mean, people will probably miss a day of school and they'll probably get back to school on Tuesday. Overall, not a huge deal, but it causes a lot of chaos, particularly in places like Washington that don't normally get a lot of snow.
Right, and after the storm, what does the rest of the winter look like for the United States? Is there any indication that more intense weather events like this could occur again soon?
Well, I mean, I think most projections have been that it's not going to be a heavy snow winter. I mean, my neighborhood here, we're not really looking at a lot of snow in the forecast, but we're trying to be prepared because, you know, we have to pay for snow clearance and on our streets in the community I live in. Elsewhere, I know the city is being fairly well prepared. I went out for a walk earlier today and there was salt on many of the sidewalks around the city. So, you know, I mean, people were prepared as well as they can be. It's always funny in Washington because you have people from all over the country who live here, and a lot of them from like places like Minnesota or New York or Wisconsin always laugh at how Washingtonians deal with an impending snowstorm, whether it's 1 inch or 6 inches. So earlier at grocery stores, you had a lot of people buying food as if they don't have any food at their homes right now.
Ray, as always, thanks so much for joining us with the ground update. I must inform our viewers here that a state of emergency has been declared in the states of Kentucky, Virginia, West Virginia, Kansas, Arkansas, and Missouri as we speak.